Hi, my name is Greg Alba, and I'm with the Real Rejects.
Hey,
Hi. Oh my God. I am so excited. I only got a little bit of time with you guys, and you're the two I wanted to talk with the most. So much so that I'm actually out of town at a wedding, and they don't know, but I snuck out of the wedding and rushed back to the hotel just to talk to you guys. So
And you got the t-shirt on and everything.
I had it underneath the whole time. I'm like, I'm ready to do this. Let's go.
Like Clark Kent right now hiding this.
Oh, that's the biggest compliment I could have received. Thank you. My first question is from Margot. You were always perfect as Harley, but this time around, I was really moved by your performance for different reasons, in large part due to like what's going on underneath the surface. You have your own story for a large part of it. There's this fantastic demented scene with the Luna character, and while the humor of her is still present, I really felt connected to the darkness within her. So I was wondering, can you clue us in as to some of the homework you did as an actor for what she's going through here that may not be fully communicated solely through dialogue?
Yeah, it's something that actually we really laid the foundations of that when we did the first film. And David Ayer really wanted to explore the really like dark, ugly side of all the characters, and in particular Harley. And there is a lot of trauma there, and a lot of it stemming from a very toxic relationship with Mr. J. And in this film, The Suicide Squad, James has written this beautiful sequence, this kind of monologue, where Harley starts out saying, I'm on the lookout, so I don't get a bad boyfriend again, essentially. But then you get a bit of an insight of like what it really cost her, all those things that Mr. J have done to her. And maybe it's, slashing her tires or trying to kill her, or just telling her that her taste in music is shit, whatever it was. It gets really real and emotional for a second. Yeah. And again, just a little glimpse of the trauma that stemmed from that very, very dysfunctional relationship she was in.
I love that scene. I was just like cringing the whole time in all the right ways. I loved it so much. And for David, I've said this on many YouTube videos, you're like the king of appearing in comic book properties. And I'm so happy you've crafted a character who we only barely got to scratch the surface of in terms of backstory. But like everyone I've talked to, you were all shades of sympathetic. You were weird as hell, but badass. When you shouted, "I'm a superhero," I just had this big grin on my face. But I thought the past we hinted at entailed so much weird but cool sci-fi body horror trauma stuff. And we didn't get to see the kind of life that this character had that led him to being captured by Waller. Would you want to do a standalone movie? And if so, what would you really like to explore about his backstory?
Thanks for saying that. And I loved getting to embody Abner and getting to bring him to life. And James wrote such a complex and beautiful character with him. And as someone who loves and appreciates comic books, I do think that it can be such a great lens when you tell these big stories with cinema for going to some dark and interesting places when people least expect that to occur. So if we were to go further back into Abner's past, one of the things that is really funny, whatever is the right word, but James didn't know this about me. When I was a kid, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder called vitiligo, and I have it to this day, and I have spots all over my body, and it was something that riddled me with anxiety and paranoia and like just completely being so embarrassed of my body, literally until about 12 years ago when I met my wife, who just thought that my spots were the coolest thing. But I would love to tell a story about that journey, like young Abner up to, because his are just these more visceral manifestations of something that I feel like I really get, and it has to star actually Harley, but let Abner be in it. So that's
I'll be a supporting character.
I love that. Thank you guys both so much. I love the hell out of this movie, and you were the two that I requested to talk with, so I feel like I won the lottery just now. Thank you both so much.
Enjoy the rest of the wedding.
I will. Thank you so much.
Please congratulate them from us. Okay.
Yes. I'll see you, Jake. Thank you guys.
I'll see you, Jake. Congratulations.
Take care.